Hey everyone, and welcome once again. In today's video, I'm going to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately: abuse in the K-pop industry. As a K-pop fan, I love everything about the industry, the music, the dancing, the fashion, and the idols themselves. But the fact that there's a dark side to the industry is not ignorable. In recent years, we've seen more and more reports of idols being abused by their managers, labels, and even other idols. This abuse can take many forms, but it's always wrong. I know that this is a difficult topic to talk about, but I think it's important to raise awareness of the issue. K-pop idols are human beings, and they deserve to be treated with respect. So in this video essay, I'm going to explore the issue of abuse in the K-pop industry in more detail. I'll talk about the different types of abuse that idols face, the impact that it can have on their mental and physical health, and what can be done to prevent and address the issue. I know that this is a heavy topic, but I hope that you'll join me for this important conversation. So if you are ready, let's get started. K-pop is a global phenomenon with fans all over the world, but the industry behind it is often shrouded in secrecy, and there have been many reports of abuse and exploitation. Personally, I consider encouraging toxic productivity, overworking, and lack of mental health care and mistreatment to be forms of abuse. But unfortunately, that's not all. There have been hundreds of accounts of abuse within the K-pop industry. We as K-pop fans have proven to stand together in unity and fight for what is right. But there are many times when fandoms can't help or the perpetrators aren't brought to justice. One such company that always finds its name in the news is JYP, known for cutting promotion times with their idols and groups, enforcing harsh diets and overworking idols when injured. It is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the shit show that is JYP Entertainment. While JYP has produced some of the biggest names in K-pop, it really takes the crown when it comes to the mistreatment of its idols. This should not be acceptable, considering JYP is worth literally hundreds of millions and their idols bring in that revenue. It's downright disrespectful and considered mismanagement to basically give the people responsible for your wealth not even the proper promotion time, disregard their original and new ideas from the idols, and even mismanage album production. Then you overwork them, force strict diets, and encourage toxic productivity with harsh schedules. Though we have used JYP as an example, many other companies have abused, mistreated, and mismanaged their trainees and idols to the point where it is detrimental to both their physical and mental health. This is just a sample of the shit many companies do to their idols and trainees. We'd like to go on about other companies like YG and SM Entertainment, but that would make this video an hour long. It really just shows that these companies don't give a shit about the people they have in their care and are in it for the money. We know, as a performer, whether that be solo or in a group, idols are required to look or present a certain way for their audience. Even in the Western music industry, many singers exercise and have a healthy diet. But personally, we just hate how far K-pop companies will push for an idol to have a certain look or weight, leading to the idol looking tired, sickly, or worse, the idol being physically and mentally affected by the strict diets plus their hard routines in between. They have to be healthy in order to successfully perform, so we really don't get what companies are doing when they essentially deprive their idols of the food they are working and many times growing bodies need. Idols should not have to rely on their weight, abs, or their muscles to be successful or attractive. We are simply tired of the backwards and downright insulting methods that they rank K-pop idols. If they are a shade darker, have any sort of mole, freckles, or have the wrong eye shape for shit's sake, they aren't considered attractive by the Korean fans. Well, we say, to hell with that shit. Jessie is one of the realest and most stunning female idols in the K-pop industry. Hwasa has changed the beauty standard by making herself the standard. RM's eyes are fierce and Changbin is absolutely thick, but we love it. Not everyone has to be perfect. They are human beings, not mannequins that we can just rank on lists. Beauty standards from Korea and Asia as a whole frustrate us at this point. Even Thai actors like Earth Pyrapat have to work harder and take longer to succeed due to their darker skin tone. Whoever is in charge of these lists needs to immediately retire and be cremated because they are obviously a blind, deaf, and impotent bag of bones. Before we delve into mental health, I would like to start with toxic productivity, or in simpler terms, overworking. From what we've seen of idols just collapsing after a performance or when the lights go down, they are so tired that they can barely walk. Companies that encourage overworking have a special space in hell. I am sure most of you guys watching think the same and feel the pain when your favorite rapper, singer, dancer, or group is tired and obviously working too much. I don't care if they have to put out that reality series or work on a new song. I'd much prefer it if they took a week off. I want them to take an entire month off. I just want them to visit family, relax, don't touch a lick of music, have the free time to catch up on trends and just sleep. God, some of them just need to sleep for a month, shaking my head. Sometimes this isn't the company's fault, and more so the idol pushing themselves too much mentally and physically, all for the sake of their loving fans. Toxic productivity does more harm than good, and I wish I could just grab certain idols and just shake them until they see sense. Toxic productivity actually connects to mental health. Everyone has mental health, actually. It's basically how you decipher things, live and react in society. We have a blog about mental health here for you to read more. However, almost 1 billion people are affected by some sort of mental disorder. Anxiety and depression are the most common. Sadly, many idols show symptoms of these mental illnesses, and unfortunately, no amount of fame or money can save them. The K-pop industry has lost brilliant lights, but we hope that they are finally resting easy, seeing the growth and recognition that K-pop has made. K-pop idols are many times put on harsh diets and told to look and act a certain way, or their real personalities would not be liked. They are put in the spotlight and have to conform to rigorous schedules, while many of them deal with anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem or self-hatred, which no amount of fans, money, or fame can help fill. Suicide seemed to be last and most pleasing option of a way out of the industry and pain. K-pop companies rarely care that much about mental health, much less their idols' mental health, not taking into consideration just how much toxic productivity, anxiety, and depression can also physically affect a human being. Thankfully, since the last decade, there's been a rise in mental health awareness in the K-pop industry and Korea as a whole. Many idols, like Eric Nam and JB from GOT7, opened up about mental health, and BTS are known for making music that addresses mental health. Personally, we think companies should implement mental health days for K-pop idols, as well as have some professionals within the company have weekly to monthly mandatory mental health sessions with whoever needs or wants counseling and help. Let it be a safe and open discussion so that idols can feel less isolated and have less to carry on their shoulders. We wish that it didn't have to take the passing of many amazing beings for it to finally have changes within the industry. There's still a long way to go, but we are glad to see some progress at least. K-pop fans hold a lot of power. We literally can make or break an idol's or group's career, but I honestly prefer to only use that power for advocacy. Remember, toxic productivity does more harm than good. Idols need to be reminded that they are human too, and not just a form of entertainment to us. It physically pains me to see them dropping after a performance, doing back-to-back tours and factory-producing music. We have the power to raise awareness for these topics in the K-pop industry. We can start by talking about it. We can use hashtags, discuss it in groups and forums, and show our support for companies and content creators that are speaking out about this issue. We can also educate ourselves about the problem and the impact it has on idols. Share this video with your friends and fellow stans to help bring more eyes onto these topics. By taking these steps, we can help to raise awareness about K-pop idol overworking and create a more supportive environment for our favorite idols. We are stans and we have a voice. Let's use it to make a difference.